Yo, what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? You know who this is, the chosen one, Gabriel Skywalker from the DFS Club, and my co-host, Schroeders Skywalker from the DFS Club. He says, hi-ho! Welcome, everybody, to the MLB DFS main slate video. There's no early slate on Friday, so just a main slate today. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the main and early slate videos from today. Hopefully you guys won. My cash lines did great tonight. So yeah, they did great in GPPs and cash games. It was a pretty good day for us, right, Schroeder? Charlie Blackman got us that grand slam. So it is what it is, man. That game I thought it was gonna be a lot higher scoring, and then it just like died at Coors Field. So I thought they were gonna get it. If you're new, guys, please hit that subscribe button, smash that bell icon so you know when videos drop and you know when I go live. Give us a pause up and then leave us a comment down below because we love hearing from you guys, right? Sure says that's right. He just woke up again from his nap because he likes to nap. What can I say? You ready to get into this? All right. He says, let's get into this. So it's a big slate. I believe it's 14 games. Let's bring it up here. All right. So, all right, Shoulder, you can have a seat right over there. First up, here we go, guys. So a lot of what ifs. This is the night before, so keep that in mind. We got the Mets at Washington. 5 implied for the Mets. 4.1 for Washington. Yeah, they're in Washington. Okay, sorry guys. Rich Hill on the mound at 6.5 versus Sean Nolan at 7.4. Look out for Washington, man. They're pretty hot right now. Next up, we got Baltimore at the Yankees. Baltimore 3.5. Yankees 5.6. We got John Refried Means at 6.6. Nestor Cortez for the Yankees at 6.9. Winds blowing to third. I guess you would say that at 7 miles an hour. But so far clear. I don't see any weather issues for tomorrow. This is the night before. Next up, we got the A's at the Blue Jays. Let's go, Oakland, man. Come on, guys. 4.1 implied for Oakland, 5 for Toronto. We got Sean Manaea at 7.7K versus Alex Manoah at 9.1. Then we got the Dome game. We got the Minnesota Twins at the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. My Rays went out there and totally screwed the pooch and got a goose egg today. Man, these guys are frustrating for me. I never have any luck with them. Minnesota, 3.8 implied total. You got Tampa Bay at 5.3. We got Rodney Dobnak at 6.2 going up versus Michael Waka Waka Fuzzy Bear at 6.8. Next up, we got the Phillies at the Marlins. 4.1 for Philadelphia, 3.5 for Miami. Red hot Phillies, man. I don't see any signs of them slowing down either. We got Kyle Gibson on the mound at 8.1 versus Jesus Luzardo, 7.8K. Next up, we got Cleveland at Boston. This one should be interesting. Vegas doesn't have a total yet, but we got Cal Quantrill at 7.2 versus Nathan Eovaldi at 9.8. Partly cloudy, kind of cool, 67 degrees, winds kind of blowing inward, so not your normal high-scoring Boston slate, I don't think, at home. Next up, we got Detroit at Cincinnati. Is it me or has it been a minute since we've had Cincinnati on a slate, right? Seems like it's been a while. 4.1 for Detroit, 5.5 for the Reds. Tyler Alexander at 5.2 versus Vladimir Gutierrez at 8.5. Next up, we got St. Louis at Milwaukee. Two pretty hot teams right now. St. Louis 3.2 versus Milwaukee's 4.4. We got Adam Wainwright on the mound for the Cardinals versus Freddie Peralta at 9.3. Then we got the Chicago White Sox at Kansas City. Winds blowing out to left field at 5 miles an hour. Vegas has no implied total runs here either. We got Dallas Keuchel at 6K going up against Carlos Hernandez at 5.1. We got a couple of crap pitchers in that one. Next up, we got the Coors Field game, guys. Atlanta at Colorado. Winds are blowing inward from left field at 6 miles an hour. I'd expect this game to probably be a little bit lower scoring because the weather's a lot different for this game. You got Husker Yanoa for Atlanta at 7.9 against Antonio Santazella at 6.4. Next up, we got Texas at Anaheim, guys. 3.3 implied for Texas. Anaheim, 4.8. Winds blowing out to, I'd say, right center at 6 miles an hour. We got Glenn Otto at 5K going up against Shohei Ohtani at 8.7. Next up, we got Seattle at Arizona. Vegas doesn't know what runs, and Seattle doesn't know what pitcher they're going to put out there. But Madison Bumgarner will be out there for Arizona. And then the late night games, guys. We got the Dodgers at the Giants. One of the best rivalries in baseball. Clear 60 degrees, so kind of cold. Winds blowing out to center field at 8 miles an hour. We got David Price going up against Anthony Gwen Stefani. David Price 7.3. Gwen Stefani 8.2. Again, Vegas doesn't have a total yet. And last but not least, we got Houston at San Diego. Winds blowing inward at 6 miles an hour. No good weather games today, guys. That's bizarre. I guess welcome September, huh? Only 72 degrees. We got Jose Urquidy at 8.4, which I don't know, guys. He's been out for a while. I think he pitched last game. He pitched like an inning. So versus Jake Arriola's at 7K, 4.2 for San Diego, 4.9 for Houston. So that's it for the 14 games slate by slate. So no weather concerns, but I would say there's no good weather anywhere as far as like hitting goes. It doesn't look up here, be anything positive in that category, but at least they're going to play. That's all we can ask for. All right, guys. So again, just in time for NFL season, if you want my lineups, the ownership, the projections, everything for every single sport, guys, all you got to do is go to www.dfsclub.com, where you got my brother from another mother, DFS Space, myself, Skywalker DFS. You get every single sport. Everything, and we're the cheapest in the business, and it's not even close, guys. It is not even close. Play some college football tonight. Triple OG holding it down over there. We got a couple other sharks holding it down for college football. Let's go, guys. We got college basketball coming up. We got UFC this weekend. We got everything going. All you got to do is click join now. It's very easy. Very user-friendly website here. Click on my logo, Skywalker DFS. And then these plans, guys, feast your eyes. $14.99 a month. Shop around, please. That's for every sport. Every sport. NFL, NBA, MLB, NHL. Those are coming back next month. So let's go, guys. I'm excited. One of the best times of the year is October for sports because you got everything going. MLB playoffs, NBA's going, NHL's going, NFL's going. It's just like everything. So love it. We have the silver plans and the gold plans. Basically, the gold plans is you pay for 6 months, you get 6 months for free. That's how it works out. And then we do have 3-day passes. If you just want to check us out for $7.99. This is the DFS Club, guys. Come check us out. Members only podcast 1 hour before lock. We do it for MLB right now. When NFL comes back next week, NFL 1 hour before lock. I love these podcasts, guys. That's when the magic happens. That's when the lineups are made. Let's go. Let's go. Shout out to the DFS Club, dfsclub.com. Okay, so let's get into it, guys. We got to shout out the sponsor of this video, which is Draft Dashboard, which is this tool I'm using here. It's $1 for 30 days. Click on the link in the description below. You yourself can have Draft Dashboard, guys, just in time for the NFL season. You get NFL, NBA, MLB, and NHL, and it's only $1. But you have to click on the link in the description below to take advantage and to get all my player pools, guys. It comes with it. You get my player pools and you get the optimizer. You get the player trends. You get the cheat sheets, the position optimizer, watch players. It saves you so much time for research, guys. Draft Dashboard. All right, so let's get into pitching. We got a humongous slate. So, again, on these big slates, I'm just going to highlight the players I really like. And, again, if I don't highlight a player that you like, it's not because I don't like them. It's just I'm trying to keep these videos under a half hour. All right, so first up, Kyle Gibson at 8.1K. Against Miami, I think it's a little cheap. He's pitched 6 and 8 and 6 innings in his last 3. His ERA is under 3. It's 2.94, 116 strikeouts. He's not really a strikeout pitcher, but he gets DK points. 22, 22, 12 in his last 3. Going up against Miami, why not, guys? At 8.1K, take a shot. Cal Quantrill, if you think this game's going to be low scoring, he's only 7-2. This kid is pretty freaking good. His last 2 games, he pitched 7 innings in both games, 21 and a 35 DK points. Another one with the ERA under 3, 2.93, 95 strikeouts. And last time he pitched against Boston, he got 21 DK points. So, guys, Not worth taking it doesn't hurt to take a shot here in a GPP with some Cal Quantrill at 7.2 on DK. Vladimir Gutierrez. He burned me last time too, guys. I know. But this kid is the truth. He's only 8.5K. He is at home, and he gets Detroit. Before that -4, he got 31. So I'm bringing that back up. 18, 23, 23. 31, 18, 23, 23, and he's only 8.5K. Again, he's pitching at home against Detroit. You can get him in there. And some GPP pitchers here, some cheap ones. We got Glenn Otto at 5K, right? But he's made his debut. He pitched 5 innings. He got 24 DK points. That's kind of interesting. Got 7 strikeouts. So he's a strikeout pitcher, guys. Los Angeles does strike out a lot. So 5K at Glenn Otto, why not? Even if he doesn't pitch 6. Now, don't go crazy and put him on FanDuel lines, but DraftKings, a great SP2 option here at only 5K, guys. Shohei Ohtani, one of my favorite pitchers on the slate. He gets Texas. 8.7K on DraftKings is too cheap. FanDuel, they always price him way too much, man. $2,100 more on FanDuel. ERA of 3, 127 strikeouts on the year. Dude's got heat, man. He throws over 100 miles an hour. His only thing is he walks a lot of batters. But other than that, man, it's against Texas. We already know Texas strikes out a bunch. So Shohei Ohtani, 8.7. You can get him in there. Madison Bumgarner, too, probably will be low owned. Again, besides his last, I'd say 2 outings, he's been pretty solid, man. He's pitched 5, 6, and 8 innings in his last 3. And it's against Seattle. So another interesting GPP play, guys. I think that's what's going to different. I can't talk tonight. No, I need my rock star. Cheers. I sound like you know who. You know the thing. The thing. You guys remember he called God the thing. I think pitching is what's going to make or break you tomorrow, basically. If you can get pitching right tomorrow, I think you'll be cashing. Let's go to some at-bats, guys. At-bats. Let's go to some bats. Jeez Louise, man. I got too much sun today. First up, Freddie the Freak Freeman, Colorado Rockies game, man, in Coors Field. 5.7, too cheap, I think. Really didn't pay off his price tag today, but he gets another righty and sent to Zella. Freeman crushes righties. I can almost guarantee he's going to get a home run here because, I mean, it's Coors Field. It's Freddie the Freak Freeman, man. I know he's mad he didn't get one today. So look out. He's going to come out guns a-blazing at 5.7. How about Nathan Lau at 3.3? Against Ohtani, he's 2 for 5, a double and a homer. And he crushes right-handed pitching. So nice one-off. If you're not going to roster Ohtani, I think Nate Lau is a nice way you can get different here, especially in GPPs. And he's really cheap. He's only 3.3K. Right, Schroeder? He's sitting over there now. Next up, CJ Cron at home, 5.3K. Hasn't had his 2 games have not been good. But before that, he was on a little roll, man. He gets Noah tomorrow, who's a righty. He crushes righties. So I do think Colorado will score a ton of runs again. I do think Atlanta will score a ton of runs again. But at 5.3, I think that's priced perfectly, especially in Coors Field, guys. Kyle Schwarber, a one-off for Boston. I don't like a Boston stack. He's 5.2. He's expensive. He has 28 home runs on the year, and he's been out. He was out for a couple of months, wasn't he? So he's had a good year. He's 2 for 8 against Quantrill, which is, 250 batting average. But he's a righty. He crushes righties, and but those two hits were 2 home runs. So 2 home runs and 8 at-bats. I like those odds. Kyle Schwarber, another home run candidate tomorrow at 5.2. And then we got Andrew Vaughn. You got to pick and choose your battles with him when you want to roster him. He's 2.9K. He's cheap. Batting .251, 15 home runs. But he gets the Bubic, which I thought Bubic pitched today. Let me double check that. Sometimes I need to double check with Draft Dashboard before. Yeah, it's not against Bubic. Okay, never mind. Because sometimes Draft Dashboard does not update the right pitcher until overnight. And I'm not going to stay up till 3 in the morning to wait for it to update. So no offense, guys. So hold off on this one. We'll forget about that. Paul Goldschmidt, though, 5.7K, 34-18 in his last 2. This dude is on fire right now. I swear, when he runs out there on the field, there's a bunch of flames behind him, man. He gets Peralta, where he's 6 for 10 against him, guys. 6 for 10 against Peralta. 2 singles, 2 doubles, 2 home runs, 2 of everything. Get Paul Goldschmidt in there at 5-7, guys. And I think you get him at low ownership. He has dominated this pitcher. Let's go to second base. So Minnesota, 2.8K. We got Luis Arias. He's one of these safe players. He's one of these safe, cheap players. I cannot freaking talk. I just need to slow down sometimes. And then I'm like, God, I got to keep this video under 30 minutes. He crushes righties. Waka, he's 2 for 3 with a homer, right? So that's not bad. But, yeah, if he leads off, which sometimes he does, especially at 2.8, as long as he's in the top 5 of the batting order, I don't mind it as a nice little cheap option there with some upside. Mookie Betts at 5K. Before he got hurt, he was doing outstanding. He's done pretty good against Gwen Stefani. He's 2 for 5 with a homer, and he crushes righties. We already know that, guys. So Mookie Betts, I don't even need to tell you to get him in there. And I don't know, guys. I'm kind of like in a Philly stack again. John Segura at 4.6K. These guys have shown no signs of slowing down. He crushes lefties this year, and he was just over 5K, so his price has dropped. Oh, we'll take it, right? Sometimes he leads off, sometimes he bats second. We'll see. But yeah, give me some John Segura at 4.6. Jonathan India, I guess, at 4.5, leading off for the Reds. I don't mind it. No bats against Alexander, but he is a lefty. So yeah, you got to talk about India, especially at 4.5. I kind of think he's kind of cheap, but he hasn't hit double-digit fantasy points in his last 5. So I guess he's due, right? He does good against lefties, so I'll add him to the list. And then Brandon Rogers at 4.3, I think is kind of cheap. I think he's another safe play tomorrow, guys. He does have a low floor. He will get you a 0 sometimes. But I think 4.3 for a guy bats second at Colorado, I think there's some value there. Next up, Jose Altuve, 6.3 though. My God, where did that come from? Did they just jack his price up like by 1,400? For no good reason either. He's gotten 7, 3, 3, 2, 9. If you think he's going to do it tomorrow, he does do good against Arriola. He does good against righties. 2 for 3, a single and a homer, but I don't know about that 6.3. I just saw that. More of a FanDuel play. $2,200 cheaper over there. I do like the upside. Houston should light up Arriola. Houston stack should look good tomorrow. So Altuve, FanDuel only. I wouldn't go 6.3 DraftKings. That's just way too much. I don't know who does the pricing on for DraftKings, but they need to be fired, man. Next up, Jed Lowry at 3.9. He's been on fire. 18, 4, 3 in his last 3, guys. 3.9K. He's very affordable. He's in Toronto. I know it's not a very good hitter park. It's a pitcher-friendly park. In case you missed my other videos, they have a humidor in there because they're all afraid of the flu. So it kills a lot of balls go up in the air that should be home runs. They just die, and then they end up being pop-outs. So it's a pitcher-friendly park, but Jed Lowry's been on fire. Let's face it, right? He bats 4th or 5th. You can get him for a mere 3.9K, guys. Let's see. Josh Harrison, another Oakland Athletic. If he leads off again, he finally got a goose egg today, but he's only 3.8. He's been leading off, and before today, 15, 20, 6 in his last 3, not counting today. But it is against Manoah, so hold to your expectations. Manoah is a really good pitcher, but Oakland needs to win these games. They have to win in order to stay in the playoff picture, guys. All right, we're getting to that point of the season where it's like we got to start looking at these teams that have something to play for. Let's see. Next up, we got Carter Kaboom. You guys know I love this kid. He's only 2.2K. You want to talk about someone that's been on fire? Washington. I called it in our early slate. I told the family in the DFS Club, I said, look out for Washington. They will be sneaky today. And sure enough, they put up 6 runs. So not too shabby. 5, 18, 19, 2 in his last 4. He's 1 for 4 against King of the Hill, but it's a lefty. Carter Kaboom goes kaboom against lefties. I know, that was a dad joke. I'm old enough to do dad jokes, all right? Get him in there at 2.2. And then you can't go without Austin Riley. He's 5.4K. His upside is just too good. batting 303 with 28 home runs on the year. No at-bats versus Sendazella, but he is a righty. One of my favorite plays on Atlanta tomorrow is going to be Austin Riley at 5.4K. But his price tag is almost as much as Freddie the Freak Freeman. So, but with all this value, you guys should be able to get both of them. No problem. Especially at pitching, there's a lot of value. All right, so let's go to shortstop because we won't stop. And we can't stop. Come here, Schroeder. How do we do it? Because we won't stop. And we can't stop. And we won't stop. He loves to dance, guys. He's got some moves, right? You're such a good kid, buddy. You're the best co-host ever, dude. Ever. You hear him. He's all fired up. He's going to come have a seat right over here. All right, so Alberto Mondesi, 4.5K. He's come back from injury. He's been nothing short of phenomenal. He's batting 366, 5 home runs. He's missed a lot of the season, which he always does. He always gets hurt. But he gets another lefty in Keuchel. And Dallas Keuchel is absolutely terrible. Kansas City, don't mind a Kansas City stat, guys. And Mondesi at 4.5K. Why did his price drop? I don't know. He was just 5K. So, yeah, we'll take it. Get him in there. Trevor Story at 5.6. Home run, stolen base upside. He got a stolen base today. I think he got a double also against a righty. So he does hit righties too, but he just does better against lefties. But Trevor Story at 5.6 is definitely in play. Dansby Swanson Stake at 5.4. Not one of my most favorite Atlanta players on the slate. He just has home run upside. He has 26 on the year. And a lot of people don't know that about him. And he's a right-handed pitcher killer. OPS versus righties, 838, guys. So 1 for 2 against Sentazella. Swanson Stake, if you got the salary, get him in there at 5.4. Corey Seager at 5K. Dodgers could be sneaky. These Giants pitchers have just looked, besides Logan Webb, the rest of these Giants pitchers have looked like ass. They've looked like butt cheeks, man. OPS versus righties, 895. Against Gwen Stefani, he's batting 500, 3 for 6, 2 singles, and a homer. Corey Seager's not a bad look. And then part of this Washington stack I like. Escobar, he was leading off. Now he's batting second. He's only 3.7K. He's 4 for 8 against King of the Hill. OPS versus lefties, 727. So don't forget about Escobar tomorrow in your Washington stacks at 3.7. Lots of value, you guys. We already went over Josh. And then Nick Ahmed, a nice one-off. Very nice one-off here. He's 3.5K. I don't like rostering Arizona guys either, but he's facing a lefty. OPS versus lefties, 776. He normally is the leadoff hitter. And he's 9 for 23 against Anderson. That's a 391 batting average, 5 singles, 2 doubles, and he does have 2 home runs against him. So Nick Ahmed's one of these one-off picks here where you can probably, if he goes off against Anderson, you're going to have him at very low ownership. Right, Schroeder? Oh, thanks for yawning in my video. I'm glad that these videos are so exciting to you, brother. All right, so let's go to outfield. You're still the best co-host, Schroeder. I'm just giving you a hard time. Arizona players. I just said I hate talking about it, but how about Ketel Marte? 5.6K. You guys remember he was 3.8 2 weeks ago? What'd I tell you? Look, he's batting 344 now. 344, 9 home runs. He's 9 for 17 against Anderson. 3 singles, 4 doubles, 2 home runs. OPS versus lefties is 1.170. Ketel Marte is one of my sneaky pay-ups tomorrow at 5.6. Connor Joe, not Samoa Joe, but Connor Joe. He's 4.4K, just a really safe play. Very affordable at 4.4. 7, 12, 7, 7, lucky numbers there. So, yeah, Connor Joe. Plus, he does homer at home a lot, so I do like that. Andrew McCutcheon's been on a tear, too. 29, 18 in his last 2. He's only 3.6. If you're going to get a Philly stack, don't forget McCutcheon, man. He crushes lefties. OPS is now over 1 versus lefties, 1.008. So make sure you get him in there. And Juan Soto, if you're going to stack Washington, 5.6. I think that's kind of too cheap. Against King of the Hill, he's 2 for 8 with the homer. You already know his righty OPSs versus righties, lefties. I mean, it's over 1,000. I would say 1,000, but it's over 1. Let's see here. Adam Duvall, He got one. I told you guys, man. 4.4K. He's very affordable. He already homered off this picture. You guys, he has 29 home runs on the year. So don't think he's not going to look for his 30th here in Coors Field against Santazella, guys. So Adam Duvall, another affordable Coors Field bat. Adam here, 4.4 with home run upside. I do like that. And then the leadoff hitter for Philly is normally Abdul Herrera, guys. He's only 3.9. Philly's way too cheap on this slate. 13, 9, 10. The dude's been pretty consistent lately. He hasn't dudded. The lowest he's gotten is 8 fantasy points in his last 5 games. So who's he going up against? Jesus Luzardo? Yeah, guys. Get him in there at 3.9, especially if he's going to lead off. And then AJ Pollock is always another safe play. He's only 3.8. He's always affordable, but he's damn near 500 against Gwen Stefani, guys. 7 for 18, 7 singles. All singles, right? But he does have 16 home runs on the year, batting 296, so a very nice balanced player this year. Quietly getting it done. AJ Pollock, guys, at 3.8. And then Lane Thomas, my man right here. He's only 2.3. They refuse to adjust his price tag on Draftkings. Even on FanDuel, they're tripping. He got another home run today. Leadoff hitter for Washington, guys. This dude, 19, 11, 7. He had that goose egg and then 14 in his last 5 games. For a 2-3 player that leads off, you got to get him in there, guys. And he crushes lefties. So Lane Thomas at 2.3. If you haven't been playing him, start playing this kid, man. He has so much upside for such a cheap price tag. And Jorge Soler, 3.9K. Woo! You got to whip me in the face with your tail. He does that shit on purpose, too. God dang it. 3.9K. Had a great day today. I expect another one tomorrow. He's 0 for 2 against his pitcher, but Jorge Soler has just picked his game up. He's excited. You got to imagine the vibe in the clubhouse with this team. Like, they're supposed to be out of it this year. As soon as Acuna went down, they're supposed to be out of it. Now they're sitting on top of the division. So you got to love that vibe in there, man. I'm sure it's really cool. And then Brett Gardner's a nice one-off for New York. 2.5K. Normally bats 9th, but against refried means he's batting 500. 4 for 8, 2 singles, a double, and a homer. So another salary relief guy. If you need some salary relief, you guys know where to go. You guys know I got you. So Brett Gardner at 2.5. Man, just wait to see what picks I got for NFL Week 1. I already got the formula, I think, to get some takedowns in Week 1 for NFL, guys. So that's going to do it for the picks. But that's not it for the video, because we have a segment here where we call Schroeders Picks, where Schroeder gives us his 3 home run calls. His first 2 are who's his single home run calls. His third one is who's going to get us 2. And we're going to make it quick. Come on, Schroeder. It's your time to shine, buddy. All right. So, Schroeder, looking at the player pool here. Let's bring it up. Who do you got as your first home run call? Looking at the player pool, who do you got? Oh, very funny. Very funny. Schroeder says Shohei Ohtani, but you know what? We don't get points for that. But you still think he's going to get one? I know, but it doesn't count. We don't get points for that. So, Schroeder, who's your first home run call? Stop playing, man. Stop playing. We need you. Who do you got? First home run. Okay. Yeah. Oh, and I get a bite and a kiss. Thank you. Schroeder's first home run call of the slate is none other. Wow, Andrew McCutchen. I like it. I like it, buddy. You're doing good. All right, Schroeder. I know. I'm a pain in the butt sometimes. Who's your second home run call tomorrow, Schroeder? Who's going to get us another home run? Who do you got? Okay. Yeah. Wonderful, Schroeder. Schroeder's second home run call is none other than Juan Soto. All right, Schroeder. Here's where we really, really need you, buddy. Who is your third home run call that's going to take down all the money for us and win us all these GPPs? Who's your third home run call is going to get us 2 home runs? Okay. Oh, you want to look again? Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, wonderful, Schroeder. Wonderful. Schroeder's third home run call is none other than Austin Riley. He says he's going to get us 2. So That's it for Schroeders Picks, and that's it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for all the support lately. I really appreciate you guys. I'm sorry the video's 30 minutes long. I know time is money, but I just want to get you guys great content, great picks, and explain why I like these players. So I appreciate the patience. And thank you guys for all the support. Look at this. Look at this little pie face here. He thanks you guys. He says, I'm going to bite. I'm going to bite. And don't forget, guys, dfsclub.com. Come join the Schroeder and I and the rest of the family in there. Shout out to DJ. Got in a car accident, man. We're all praying for you. And speaking of praying, Schroeder and I are about to say our prayer and get up out of here. And don't forget, Draft Dashboard is only $1 for 30 days. All right, let's go, buddy. You ready? All right. God bless you. God bless your families. God bless the pets. Thank you, God, for another day on planet Earth, for every day is a true blessing. All right, Schroeder. What do we always say? Let's get this bread. Don't take shit from nobody. Schroeder and we're out. DFSclub.com and subscribe. Thank you, guys.